Good morning, girls. I have started the chapter yesterday, Lines and Angles, and today I will continue with the chapter. Yesterday I taught you some basic concepts of geometry, then some definitions and properties I told you to write in the notebook, right? Now, today I will tell you the meaning of axiom and theorem, what is the difference in the two, and which axiom we are going to discuss here and theorem, and then we will begin with the exercise 6.1. Okay, now an axiom is a statement, even theorem is a statement. Okay, an axiom is a statement which has already been proved, you don't need to prove it. Okay, and theorem is a statement which you need to prove. So if a theorem is asked, you will have to show the whole complete proof, and if you have to use an axiom somewhere, it has already been proved, you can directly apply in a question. Like over here there are two axioms given. First one is, if A or B, they are collinear points. What are collinear points? The ones which lie in a same straight line. A or B are collinear points. They form a line. So A or B forms a line. If A or B forms a line, the ray standing on it is OC, and angle 1 plus angle 2 will be equal to 180 degree. So we can repeat and say, if a ray stands on a line, the sum of the adjacent angles is equal to 180 degree. This is axiom 1. Okay. Another one is the reverse of it, or the opposite of it. That means if the sum of the angles of 1 and 2 over here, that means if angle 1 and angle 2 is equal to 180 degree, then A or B forms a line. Okay, so these are converse of each other or reverse of each other. So axiom 1 says that if AOB is a line, then a ray standing on it, that is OC, the sum of the adjacent angles is equal to 180 degree, and the converse of it is, if the sum of the two adjacent angles is 180 degree, then the opposite rays, that is OA and OB, these are opposite rays, and so they form a line. Okay, these are the two axioms given. Now one theorem is given to you, for you in the book, that is, if two lines intersect each other, if two lines intersect each other, the vertically opposite angles formed are equal. This is not an axiom, but this is a theorem. So we need to prove this theorem, and when we have proved this theorem, we can then apply in the exercise questions. Okay, so again, if two lines intersect each other, right, the vertically opposite formed are equal in measure. Now we'll take a proof of this, and for this we need a diagram. We say theorem, and the statement I told you, if two lines intersect each other, the vertically opposite angles formed are equal in measure. Okay, so first you will write the statement and then you will write the proof. For the proof we need a diagram. So we take two lines A, B, C and D. Both of them intersect at O. Okay, now what? We know the properties which we had discussed yesterday. We know linear pair property, we know vertically angles property, we know complementary angle property, we know, yeah, we have to apply here linear pair property. Okay, so let's begin the proof. I'll take up these two. I'll write angle AOC. Okay, angle AOC plus angle BOC. Angle BOC is equal to 180 degree. This forms a linear pair. Okay, equation 1. I am showing you the proof of this theorem, that the two lines intersect each other, the vertically opposite angles formed are equal. Then angle BOC plus angle BOD equals to 180 degree, again a linear pair, equation number 2. right? So I repeat, AOC, that is this angle, and BOC, that is this angle, forms a linear pair, and therefore the sum of the angles is equal to 180 degree. Then coming to this side, that is angle BOC and angle BOD, these two angles if I take, then the sum of these two angles is also equal to 180 degree, which forms a linear pair. Now when I've got these two equations, the right hand sides for both is equal, they are equal, right? So when in an equation the right hand sides are equal, then the left hand sides will also become equal. So we can write, since directly we can write equating, we use this word equating 1 and 2. And why are we equating 1 and 2? Because on the right side we have same value. Okay, so we can write, therefore angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to angle BOC plus angle BOD, right? And when we look at these two sides, BOC and BOC we can cancel, because if I shift BOC this side it will cancel, and therefore angle AOC is equal to angle BOD. So this is the first part of the proof. Angle AOC, we had to prove that angle BOD, they are equal, since we know that the vertically opposite angles are opposite to each other, right? They are opposite. So this has to be equal to this. Now we'll prove that angle BOC is equal to angle AOD. So similarly, for the second part of the proof also we'll write, we will take two combinations. Angle, we'll take BOC, right? Angle BOC plus angle BOD is equal to 180 degree, right? Then we'll take which one? This one, AOD plus BOD equals to 180 degree. Again 3 and 4. Since we have taken this as 1 and 2, this I'll take 3 and 4. Now BOC plus BOD, that is BOC plus BOD is equal to 180 degree using the linear pair property, and AOD plus BOD is equal to 180 degree, again the linear pair. Now since I told you that the right sides are equal, so we can equate. So angle BOC plus angle BOD is equal to angle BOD plus angle AOD, right? So which two angles will cancel? This one and this one, and therefore we are left with angle BOC is equal to angle AOD. So angle BOC is equal to angle AOD. So we have proved that angle AOC is equal to angle BOD and angle BOC is equal to angle AOD. So therefore, when the two lines intersect, the vertically opposite angles formed are equal in measure. So what is an axiom? An axiom is a statement which doesn't need a proof. It has already been proved. We can directly apply in the exercise questions. And for theorem, if a theorem is given to you, we need to show the whole complete proof, and then we can apply them in the exercise. Okay. So we have two axioms and one theorem before the exercise 6.1. Now I will show you. So you will copy the complete proof in your notebook. First you will copy the two axioms, and then you will copy this proof, and I hope you will be able to now solve yourself, prove yourself. Okay. Now the exercise questions are based on the properties which we had discussed yesterday. So before starting the exercise, once again we'll use the properties. You know that the sum of the linear pair angles is always equal to 180 degree, right? Then when two lines intersect, vertically opposite angles formed are equal. Then we had done the supplementary angles are the angles which add up to how much? 180 degree. These are the supplementary angles. The complementary angles are those angles which add up to 90 degree. Then we had studied about the different kinds of angles which you've already done before. Then which angles are adjacent? The angles which have the common point, common vertex and a common arm, such angles are called adjacent angles. And just now we have done two axioms, that if a ray stands on a line, the adjacent angles are equal to 180 degree, and if the adjacent angles are equal to 180 degree, then these opposite rays form a line. So all these properties you have to remember and apply in the question exercise 6.1. So let's do first question, exercise 6.1, and that is a diagram is given to you here, AB, AB. Here we have another line intersecting at O, C and D, and this is a point E. Here there is E. This is B, this is D, this is C, and this is A. Now we have to find out angle they intersect at O. So this is a point of intersection. Angle AOC plus angle BOE equals to 70 degree. This is already given, question number 1. Then angle BOD is equal to 40 degree, and find angle BOE, question mark, and reflex angle COE. I hope you remember the meaning of how do we find the reflex angle. It is more than 180 and lies between 360, 180 and 360. So this is the question given to you. So instead of starting with the question directly, we can name the angles, right? Or we can number the angles. These are already the names. We can number the angles. 1. This I can take it as 2. Okay. This I